First up is Joico Verolight Lightening Powder that comes in at $25.71 for 16 ounces. Verolight claims that it's going to give you protection and healthy looking results with up to 8 levels of lift. Some features and benefits is that it contains K-Pack keratin and moisturizing sorbitol crystals for protection and healthy looking results, creates beautiful blondes for optimal protection, and it's formulated with quadramine complex to help repair and protect the hair as you lighten up to 8 levels. Now let's go ahead and open this up. And I've never used this lightener before, so do I even need to say what I'm gonna do next? Ooh, I can smell it. Oh my gosh, you know what? I think I have used this before, but it's been a really long time. I'm getting memories. So first things first, there's little directions inside. If you watched the first video, you know how I feel about this. I hate it. It just gets a little messy. We have a scooper, yay. It's a really long scooper, oh my. And it's kind of like this really pale blue. So let's go ahead and do the little dust test. Okay, so we got a little dusty dust action. I will say it's not, I guess, too bad, but I'm not getting the fragrance. Never mind, wait, it's going in my nose. Can feel it. So let's go ahead and mix this up. So the way the directions say to mix this up is at a 1:2 mixing ratio for up to 20 volume on scalp. And then for off scalp, you can do 1:1 or 1:2 mixing ratio, 10 through 40 volume. So today I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up at a 1:2 mixing ratio because that's what I've been doing for all of my lighteners. And we're gonna do 2 parts of the 20 volume developer. So the consistency of the powder is really fine. It's almost kind of like, almost feels like powdered sugar type of consistency. So let's go ahead and mix this up. And I kind of like the fine feel to lightener sometimes because it does mix up really seamlessly usually. So far this is mixing up really nice and almost kind of creamy. I think this might be one of the lighteners that I need to just let it warm up a little bit because it's not super thick, but it's almost holding on to the whisk. So let's go ahead and do the brush test. So just like in the last video, we're going to be using these level 2 swatches. They are virgin hair because if you look kind of closely, some of them have gray hair kind of running through. So that's how I know they're virgin, just to answer that question from the last video. So it's been a few minutes and it's sticking to my brush. So love the idea of the precision for on scalp application. So let's go ahead and get this on. So far this goes on really nicely. I really do like the viscosity of this one. Now there was something interesting about the Verolight. I could not find a timing for this lightener. It didn't really give me that. So based on the other Joico lighteners, I'm gonna go with a maximum of 60 minutes. It just basically said to process it until it's done. Most lighteners are not gonna tell you to process longer than 60 minutes. So that's what we're gonna go with for this lightener. So now we wait. So it's been 60 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a little peek. Now I do feel a little bit of a raised action, but not any super max swelling. I'm excited to see how this does. Okay. I think this actually looks really similar to the other Joico lighteners, but this looks pretty even. It looks really nice. It feels really silky. So let's just go ahead and wash this one out. Now this is done processing. I think we got a really great lift in that 60-minute time frame when I'm sizing it up next to that level 2 swatch. However, we didn't quite get the full 8 levels of lift. Now, of course, you can mix up a higher developer, but I usually like to stick with a 20 volume baseline. So let's go ahead and see exactly where this lined up according to the level finder. So I know for sure we don't have a really strong orange pigment here. So I'm gonna go in with a pretty good solid level 8 with this one. I think that we definitely achieved a great lift for the type of lightener that we got. Now, this is a level that I definitely think that I can use because when we're thinking about toning, I want at least a yellow and secondary orange base at minimum. I think overall this gave me a really great lift, but when I'm looking at integrity of the hair, I'm just quite not feeling like it's the best. I don't know if I would really use this lightener. Based on the way that this lightener left the integrity of the hair, I'm not quite sure I would add this to my arsenal because what good is a high lift if the hair isn't looking and feeling healthy? If you like this video and want to watch another one, click here. And if you want to watch the full video, click here. And for more education, head on over to morellamannelli.com or hairbnbuniversity.com.